So I didn't post yesterday. Super busy with basketball and stuff, and then I had to go to work, so I didn't really have time to come home and lift. Obviously, I probably could have done some better time planning. I was planning on working out yesterday morning like I am now, but I didn't sleep very well the night before, so I didn't. I woke up to my alarm, but I was like drowsy and I didn't want to be sleeping all day in school, so we're gonna do this and then we'll probably add a 10 and then we'll go 45s and then probably a 45 and a 5 for my top set of 3 or 4. No pre-workout today, just BCAA energy and creatine. Well, I shouldn't say I woke up to my alarm. I woke up to my alarm at one point, but before that, my dad woke me up, so I was already lightly. I'm gonna use straps just because my hands are freezing. It's like show this. I think that says 25. Wait, it's 20. It's 20 degrees out here, so I mean, you could obviously probably tell that it's freaking freezing just because my breath, you can see it every time I breathe. On top of that, me having like already having bad allergies, I ain't trying to get my hands freezing, so. And it's not like it's cheating to use straps. It's on this, it really doesn't matter. It's not like you're doing deadlifts. This is pretty much just going to keep my hands warm and maybe stop my hands from getting rough. I might get me some wrist straps. Probably gonna throw this around one more time just to make sure I'm extra warm. Since it's being so cold, I don't want to pull a muscle. Some people would argue with me that temperature doesn't matter for pulling a muscle, but I run a track, so it's starting to cold. It's starting really cold, and a lot of the times you're running it cold with some rain. And when I see people get injured, it's because they warmed up when they first got to the meet, but they didn't warm up before their race, or didn't do enough before their race, and then they'll pull a hamstring, or in this case, I would be probably pull something in my chest. I guess maybe at the bottom, if I stretch too far, I could pull something in my back or my tricep. If you're trying to go for like a bodybuilding look, I would suggest not doing bench press, or at least not doing it as your main chest workout, like as your main heavy pressing. I would suggest doing some sort of incline to focus on your upper chest, unless your upper chest is already developed, like above your lower pec. If they're overdeveloped, which I don't see a whole lot of people with overdeveloped upper chests, it's normally their upper chest is underdeveloped. That's why you see like what's his name? I forgot his name. Well, anyway, it's not to be racist, but he's one of the he's a black bodybuilder. He's like new. They're not new, but he's of our generation. He's younger. can't think of his name. Oh well. I'll see if I can think of his name while I'm doing this last set of 25s. Yeah, I still can't think of his name. Are you for real? The other 10s are down there, and I ain't going to get them. I'll just jump to a 45 then. My hands are about to fall off. This is why I want to get a gym membership when I get my license, because I do not want to be working out in this. Plus, when I start driving, I'll get to school later, because I won't have to worry about my younger siblings getting there as well, because they got to be there a little bit earlier than I do. Like, I don't have to be there till 7:55, and they have to be there before 7:30. So that means I get to the high school around 7:20 every morning. So that'll give me a little bit more leeway. And honestly, once I start driving, I'll have to take them. So I can honestly probably get up early and take my sister and take them to the gym with me. My sister can record. My brother can do a little bit of workout with me. Probably our last warm-up set. We're going to do this for as many as I can until I start to get a burn, and I'm going to rack it, throw the 5s on, give it a second, and then try to hit it, bang out 3 to 4 reps. Hopefully, I want to be able to throw 2 45s around for at least 3 by the time I graduate high school. But I want 225, which is 2 plates, to be my max by the end of my sophomore year, which is in a few months. So I really got to work on my bench, obviously, which it ain't just, your bench ain't just like full strength. If you're going for a max, it ain't all about your chest strength. You got to have a proper warm-up. You gotta have like proper leg drive, unless the weight is just like easy enough for you to get it where you don't have to drive it. That's a rep PR for 135. 8. So I'm getting freaking stronger. I love it. Even though it's not like, okay, those 5s are literally stuck together. Where's that other 5? Yeah, these 5s over here are literally stuck together. There we go. Pull apart. So if I get this for 4, it would be a rep PR with this too. Which PRs aren't just, I mean, a lot of people think of them as just your 1 rep max as a PR. But you could say, you can load, say, 300 on the bar. Say that was your 1 rep max. Well, say you hit that for 2. Well, you just hit a PR. You just hit 300 for the most reps you've ever hit it. That's kind of how I think of it. Of course, I would rather see my 1 rep max. Like, I test it, but I build up to that 1 rep max, and I'll hit it, and then I'll go about my regular workout. I don't like set a day off normally to hit 1 rep maxes. Now, for the purpose of the videos, I will only show the 1 rep maxes, but I'll still do a main workout afterwards. But I just don't want to make a 15-minute video, an hour video. So, this is the last set. Probably, I'm going to try to bang it out for 4. Obviously, I can't get a failure on bench press because I ain't got a spotter. But I feel like I know when I've done enough, like when I've done what I can do and still get the weight up to the rack safely. But there's been times where I've failed on the bench and I knew that I could roll the weight down my stomach and get it off because I failed it before. So there is times where I will go to failure. I don't like going to failure on every set of anything, but I know some people that do, so. Let's go. I hit 145 for 4. I'm gonna put that into that max calculator and probably put it on the screen now. So I'm actually just gonna call it for chest. I'm a little bit constricted on time. We're gonna go do just pull downs for back, and we're gonna call it there. This is gonna be a pretty short video. I woke up at, I think it was 4:40 when I woke up. So, and it took me a little bit to get ready. So I don't want to be like restricted on time when I'm having to leave for school. So I'll be right back after I get it set up. I absolutely hate this angle for you guys. I feel like I don't. This is why I like somebody recording my chest and back workouts. Well, every workout. Because when my sister does it, she's fairly good with the camera. Of course, she's not like a professional photographer or anything, but she knows the angles that I like. She's watched a few of my videos. So for the most part, I don't have to explain to her what angles I like. Like, she always stands up right there where I have the camera and gets the angle. And she'll record little clips from different angles and show me to see what I like. That's the best angle I found, but there's something in the way, so I can't move it over to where I like it. So we're just gonna have to deal with it right there. But we're just gonna do probably 3-4 sets of this. Really squeeze, get that extra little squeeze at the very end of the lift. I just fucking get a better pump when I do that. Now there is times and there is lifts where I just move the weight as fast as possible, and I still get a really good pump like that. Some people can't get a pump unless they like sit there and light squeeze. But me and a few of the other kids at my school that are getting into bodybuilding can all do both. We can do the light squeezing sets for a pump, and we can sling around a bunch of weight. Now, granted that a bunch of weight for me might not be a bunch of weight for a 21-year-old dude. I mean, I'm only 16, so you got to think of the relative body weight. I hit 170, so I'm putting on size like I want. Of course, some of that's fat because it's dirty bulk, but there's just one thing that I have to say about lat pull downs. That's not what I first thought, because I always thought everything had to be done with perfect form or it didn't count as a rep. But I've kind of seen different bodybuilders, different power lifters, and when they do lat pull downs, very few of them will stop when they can't get it to like chin to neck. They're not gonna be like, oh, I got it to my nose, I'm done, and then they rack it. Most of them will do a few reps where they can't get it, and then some of the extremists, like the ones that preach like partials, Samsung, which I'm not the biggest fan of partials. I do it for my legs and stuff, and some on these, but I'm just not the biggest fan of them. They do feel great. I feel like when I do partials on this, I cut it. It's very easy to just get a little twinge in my what are they called? I keep forgetting the name of everything. Quads. My quads. It just feels weird. So I'll incorporate it every now and then, but not really on lat pull downs. But I will go as low as I can get the weight. Obviously, the Bowflex is weird because this point is easy, and then that last point is where you feel all the weight. So getting it down to here is easy, and then that right there, like the little squeeze part, is the heaviest part, which is good. But you don't have that full tension the whole way like you would on a regular lat pull down machine. But I mean, it still works. It's through my back. I took a picture the other day. I took an old picture and compared it to a new picture. In my old back, I couldn't see any of the muscles. I didn't have any lats, so I couldn't do the lat spread. And now, when I do the double bi for my back, you can see the cut in my back, my mid back. And then when I do the lat spread, my lats are out to here now. I will say the lats are the one thing that I wanted to get like super big, and they actually developed pretty quick as soon as I started doing lat pull downs. So I pretty much just do lat pull downs for my back. I'll do this. I'll occasionally do some bent over rows. I don't like them, like I've said in other videos, because they give me some hamstring activation when I'm bent over with a bunch of weight. But they feel really good on the back, and you can go really heavy, or you can go super light and squeeze. It's just another one of those lifts, and that's another lift where you can hit partials if you wanted to, because you're hanging and you ain't got the weight sitting on top of you, such as bench, where the weight can crush you. So same as squat, same thing. It can crush you. Is it going to crush you if you're squatting 300 and you're repping 135? No. You can probably get it back up, or if you got safeties, put them on safeties. And if you got bumpers, you can just drop it. But my bar, I got metal plates, so I can't drop it. That's why I normally try to go get a spotter. One more set. I'm gonna hold y'all accountable for a second. I do my cardio. I just do my cardio in basketball. Have you been doing your cardio? Do your freaking cardio. especially if you're on a cut. It'll get your body fat. It'll help you get your body fat percentage down. It's just a good overall thing for overall health. Even if it's just 20-30 minutes, seated bike, treadmill. If you're doing a Stairmaster, I would say probably the lower end of it, at a little bit of a higher speed, and you'll get a great workout. You'll get a great sweat. Yeah, I wouldn't do it on a leg day, unless you're doing it for like 5-10 minutes on a slower speed to warm up. Like, I have like one client, because that's all I'm doing right now. I have one person that I put him on the Stairmaster for 5 minutes, and she was sweating. She said her legs were burning, so I said, okay, get off, and we go straight to leg press. And leg press, and we proceeded. I was doing a full body workout with her just to test what she could do, and then I'm probably gonna start a lower body, upper body split. I don't think would want to be on camera, so I'm not gonna record her, but it's fine. Again, when we knock out this last set, then I might talk a little bit, and then I'll let y'all go. Last set what? If you said last set, best set, you was right. The beast. Okay, so that's it for the workout. I'm gonna have to, next lift, I'm gonna have to either go to the gym, or I'm gonna have to incorporate some bent over rows in. I feel like you need a better pump. I'm still pretty pumped right now, but I just feel like I can use the rows like to finish off my back. And God, now I do get some hamstring activation. Obviously that's a downside. You wanna only activate the muscle that you're targeting. But with every lift, you activate some other muscle, like bench press. You activate your triceps, and having a good back as your base also helps you. But if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Well, if you did enjoy the video, please like. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you probably tomorrow for legs. God, I hate legs. National Skip Leg Day.